Hey, welcome back to Marketing a.d.d. I'm Dylan Mislewick, owner and operator of Artistic Development and Design. And today I wanted to discuss one of the first books I've actually read on my journey of diving into the nonfiction world, which is Confessions of an Advertising Man by David Ogilvy. And this particular book was extremely helpful in clarifying a lot of things that I've been misled to believe in the business world about anything from, obviously, this is Ogilvy of Ogilvy and Mathers, or formerly Ogilvy and Mathers, now just Ogilvy. And they own the #1 advertising firm in the world. And one of the great reasons for that is one of the most powerful lessons I learned from this book. And that lesson is that you almost can't share too much about your skill, like, your secret, industry knowledge. So one thing I see a lot of businesses do, much to their detriment, is they try to keep a lot of the things that they know a secret because they're afraid if somebody else knows it, either A, they won't pay them for the knowledge, or B, they'll go and start their own business with this knowledge. But a little thing I learned from Gary Vee is no matter how much knowledge you share of the thousands of people that might hear it, maybe one or two are going to act on it. So it's not like you're going to have a bunch of competitors out of nowhere, nor is it like you're going to lose a bunch of potential clients. So one of the things that I learned is that if you tell somebody what it is that you know, if they're going to go do it themselves, they're going to do it anyways. They're going to go try to figure it out anyways. They weren't going to pay you to begin with. So that's not a worry. So the other scenario is that someone might become a competitor. Now, if you're worried about someone becoming a competitor, that's simply because you're no longer innovating. And I think I've said this in a previous podcast, but if you're not growing, you're dying. And that's true for all businesses, including small businesses. A lot of people were upset when Walmart started coming around and slowly small, shops started closing. But the thing is that any of them could have innovated and came up with a new solution, right? Some businesses still aren't online, which is crazy because then they complain that a place like Amazon, outbids them for their product. And so that's how, I believe it was Toys R Us. One of the reasons why they've gone out of business is instead of handling their own online catalog, they actually handed it off to Amazon. Same with like Barnes and Nobles or what's the other one? Borders. Both of them, didn't get online for years while Amazon was soaring, through the ranks. And so the lesson I learned from this book was, if, say, for example, you're an advertising agency, much like I handle. I know that Ford makes cars. They don't make ads. I know that Folgers makes coffee. They don't make ads. So when I share my knowledge about how much I know in my field, the odds that they're going to spend the next couple decades trying to acquire the same skill level that I have in a field that I clearly have just showcased through my expression of knowledge in that field is ludicrous. The more likely scenario is they will now see you as an authority in that field. And by being an authority in your field, you can now dictate how things move in your field. So, for example, by sharing these little snippets, I might not be showcasing just business and marketing knowledge or going down a specific trail. But the point is I can showcase what I do know, so that if somebody came across and was like, oh, I know you know a little about this, what else do you know? And because I can dive deeper into that subject, I can immediately build rapport, authority, and credibility. So that would be what I would suggest many small businesses take as their mantra, is that, know that Ford makes cars. You don't have to worry about them taking your idea, especially if you're going to continue to innovate. Share your knowledge with the world, because all that does is broadcast your knowledge to everyone else above the people who are keeping it a secret. Those big, Globo gyms, for example, if they're not sharing any knowledge about how to work out at home, then you share the knowledge how to work out at home. Because if you can show them how to work out at home, imagine what would happen if they came to your gym, right? And that's the little nugget I want to leave with you today. If you want to check out this book, there are many other, copywriting tips in here. If you're looking to improve things like email, simple little tactics, and obviously a fun little story, since it's The Confessions of an Advertising Man. So if you'd like to check it out, like I said, Confessions of an Advertising Man by David Ogilvy, and I'll put a link in the description. And thanks for stopping by.